You won't believe how easily I changed myself from powerless to powerful using just 3 incredible mindset shifts. In this video, I will show in what context I was powerless, briefly share my story and the 3 mindset shifts I used to change, and end with what being powerful means to me. But before we get into that, I need to address if there is anything that you can learn from this video if you already feel powerful. And the short answer is yes, because watching this video will help you identify when you are talking to someone who is feeling powerless in the moment. And by identifying those behaviors, you can take extra steps if needed, not to fix the person, but to communicate in what way ensures the message you're trying to make is being received. I'm Sabine Roden, and when I say I was powerless, I mean 2 things. That there were moments where I physically shrunk from a person or a situation, and where I emotionally retreated into a state of numbness, pity, or confusion as my body tried to protect itself. These are behaviors to look for. In those moments, I didn't feel that it was safe to use my voice. In those moments, I was emotionally empty and I felt mentally broken. The thing about hitting bottom is you don't hit bottom until you decide to get off the path you're on. And for me, I was such a good helper that I enabled others. I can see now that I needed to feel really bad, so I would reach the point where I finally said, I actually can't keep going like this anymore. That was me hitting bottom. At long last, I was willing to make the drastic changes that I was afraid to make prior, because the consequences to myself finally outweighed the consequences I might receive from others. And spoiler alert, what you'll notice with the mindset changes is that they all break away from people pleasing. Mindset change number 1, I choose to be selfish. Meaning I put myself first instead of last, and I consider the needs of others only after I've figured out what I need. Why? Because being selfish is the hardest thing for an extreme giver to do, but it is what we need the most. Mindset change number 2, I trust my own voice over all others. I had so much self-doubt, I couldn't hear my truth, my voice, or my heart. And I assumed everyone else was the expert, so I listened to them about what was right for me. Until the day I realized, no one can know what's right for me better than me. So I started practicing risk-free situations, what I call cans of beans. Check out my video. And I slowly re-remembered how to listen and then trust myself. Mindset change number 3, I am willing to lose everything. Someone once told me to find yourself, you have to lose yourself. And at the time, I thought that was crap. But I can see now that that was actually my anger covering up my fear. Because losing yourself sounds pretty darn scary. But now, having come through to the other side, I get that it was the parts of me in pain that needed to be heard, healed, and released. What I lost was my pain and my fear so I could become someone new. So I choose to be a selfish giver who trusts myself and is willing to lose what is painful. Which leads me to the grand finale, becoming powerful. For me, being powerful means seeing that I have just as much value as anyone else. Not more, but equally not less. Being able to say yes when I want to and no when I don't. Being able to walk away with my own self-respect and self-love when something is not working. And seeing how I created my past and how, now aware of that capability, how I am consciously creating my future. These are just 3 of the ways that I am working to live my life to the fullest. For more ways, download my free guide, 8 Simple Ways to Reclaim Your Life at becomingyou.life/guide.